Hi everyone, hope you're well. I'm back at the seaside, which is nice. This is Thorpe Bay, just down there, and Boris Johnson was photoed here with his family last weekend. Don't think he's here today, but it is quite busy. It's not too cold and the sun's just coming out, which is really nice. So this past week has felt very heavy and very strained. I mean, that's why I've come here today, just to help release some of it. But yeah, you know, it's ugly in many ways out there. Some people describe it as a circus. If it's a circus, then it's a dark one. There's been some very tough, spiteful, hateful kind of comments in the mainstream, and it's just not been very nice. So let's hope next week improves. There have been some green shoots in the news in the UK, so talk of some loosening of restrictions in the coming weeks. But I'm very aware that other countries are still very restricted and have a lot of threats held over the people of those countries. And it does feel like unless we're all free, then no one's free. I also want to talk about Novak Djokovic. Unfortunately, he lost his appeal to stay in Australia and play the tennis. I know we'd all sent light to him and hoped for a different outcome, and had hoped that a different outcome would trigger a turning point in Australia with their very harsh, just relentless, over-the-top restrictions. And actually they kicked him out not for being unvaccinated, but just because of his views. And so he wouldn't spread his views to other Australians, which is ridiculous. I think we all know them already. And I think people know their own minds as well, an opinion on this topic by now. So, you know, it's just, that is just fascist, that you can be kicked out for what you think. But anyway, he's a very health conscious, spiritual person. And I think he'd be well aware he's in this role at the moment for a reason, and that it's an important reason, and actually much more important than sport. And this isn't the end of the saga. So it's full moon in the next day or two, and also today is the start of Mercury retrograde. So we'll have 3 weeks of that, and then about 3 weeks of shadow. So that means a lot of chops and changes and reviews over the next kind of 6 weeks. So watch this space. It's definitely not over yet. I think this is just the start of that particular chapter that Novak's involved in. Anyway, sending him love, light, strength and support at the moment. Second message is one to Lightworkers. I listened to someone on YouTube called Mel Renmeister, and she put out a video this week which was called just that, a call out to Lightworkers. And I wanted to just echo what she said because I think it's important. The gist of it was, now is the time. This is it. We need the Lightworkers now. We need us, all the Lightworkers, in whatever way we do our work, to radiate the light now. Okay, this situation is in its peak, and this is where we're needed. The darkness is strong, but this is the time we can beat it. You will meet with resistance from darkness as you radiate your light, but persevere. I know I felt quite dizzy over the past few days because of the energies around, so do remember to just step back and ease off when you need to. Other light workers will step up and vice versa, okay, because we are needed now to show the way. We need to guide the way out of this crisis mode and this pain. We need to speak and show the truth, and we need to help to release the pain and the fear and the trauma, and just lead everyone to break free and be free. So how do we do that? One good thing I came across this week was a mantra which someone attributed to Blossom Goodchild, who is a light worker on the internet. It's very simple. I've memorized it, and I've been saying this several times a day. I've got it on a post-it note, and it goes like this. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. So repeat that mantra. Visualize sending your light out into the world in whatever way you do. Project the brightest light you can. Project peace, joy and goodwill to counteract the hate. And by lifting your own frequency and radiating it, that will help the world. Okay. I was watching West Side Story during the week, the original movie, and there's a line in that Maria says at the end when Tony's been killed and she's waving around a gun, and she says, "You killed him not with bullets but with hate. Now I can kill because I have hate." And that's a metaphor, isn't it? We need to move from fear and division to love and unity, peace and forgiveness, and that only happens when different sides come together. So that's something to aim for when we're sending out our light. When I was sending energy to Novak and to Australia as a whole over the past week when it really needed it, I got a sense of the earth chakras. So I'll just share with you what I observed. I started with the Earth Star chakra in London, and actually it felt really good. It felt grounded and like it was moving freely and radiating warmth. Then I went over to the solar plexus chakra at Uluru in Australia, but really the whole of Australia's energy, and it felt so stuck, like it hadn't moved for a long time, and it felt like it was buried under heavy soil and just would not budge. I connected it to the earth chakra energy and it slightly began to move, but it was just very slow and stiff, like it had just been shut tight for so long. So it began to move, but not enough. So then I went up to the heart chakra at Glastonbury and brought the pink and green energy back to Australia through the third eye chakra at the pyramids at Giza, and they felt strong, and there was a message there bringing it back into Australia as well about communication. So Mercury is retrograde from today, like I say, for 3 weeks, and then in shadow for 3 weeks. So it's sometimes we miscommunicate during Mercury retrograde, but by miscommunicating actually say the right thing. So even if you feel you're saying the wrong thing, say it, communicate that message, and it could turn out to be right after all and actually be the most helpful thing to say in that moment. So yeah, going into this week, we've got the full moon in Cancer on the 16th or 17th. So that's a very emotional sign. Emotions will come up, see what comes up, feel the emotion and release it. People will be feeling very pure, kind of clear emotions just from moment to moment. It's very childlike energy. So from happy then to sad, and it doesn't matter how you were feeling 10 minutes ago, this is how you're feeling now, kind of thing. And yes, just be aware we are going into Mercury retrograde. So things will be coming up for review. Not everything may go smoothly, but sometimes things have to go backwards a bit in order to go forwards more afterwards. So have a good week, everyone. I'll just stop talking and let you listen to the sea for a moment, and I'll talk again next week. Bye-bye.